Hi, third graders, Mrs. D here. Welcome back to Cursive. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make an uppercase H and an uppercase K. So make sure you're ready with either a blank piece of paper or a whiteboard like mine, a marker, some lined paper, and of course, a pen for when you are ready to move on to lined paper. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall in your chair, and that you have your back supported and your feet on the ground. You're almost done with the uppercase alphabet. So because we're almost done with the alphabet and close to the end of the year, we are going to be learning 2 letters at once. And we are working on the curve forward letters. So you learned N, curve forward, back up, over curve, under curve, and a curve forward M. Curve forward, pull back, up and over curve, slant, up and over curve, slant, under curve. So those are the curve forward letters you know so far. Let me show you H and then K. H is a letter that you pick your pencil off the page for. Curve forward, pull back, you pick your pencil up off the page, curve back, up and over curve, and a loop for an undercurve. That is your H. Be very careful not to leave too big a space between this side and this side of the H. Curve forward, pull back, take your pencil off the paper, loop, undercurve. Curve forward, pull back, take your pencil, curve back, slant down, up and around, undercurve. Curve forward, pull back, take your pencil off the page, curve back, watch, loop at the midline, undercurve. That is your uppercase H. Uppercase H does connect to the rest of the letters in the word. And it does connect because, let me turn this light off so there's no glare. This part of it is an undercurve, and so you can connect it. Let me show you again the letter. Curve forward, pull back. You take your pencil off the page, put your pencil at the top, curve back, retrace your steps up, make a loop, and an undercurve. Curve forward, pull back, pencil off the page, curve back, up, loop, undercurve. Curve forward, pull back, up, loop, undercurve. That is your uppercase H. And so let me show you now some words that start with an uppercase H. I'll start with Hawaii, a good vacation spot. Watch carefully as I connect it to the rest of the letters in the word. Here's my loop, undercurve, and then you just start Hawaii. There it is. Here's another one. Curve forward, pull back, pencil off the page, back, loop, undercurve. Here's hello. And one more. This is a city in Texas, Houston. Curve forward, pull back. Here's my uncurved loop. Houston. Okay, boys and girls, let me show you now K. Turn this light back on, I think. And then we'll move on to some lined paper. K is also a letter that starts with a curve forward and a lift of your pencil off the page. This is what it looks like. Same with an H. Curve forward, pull back. Then you take your pencil off the page, curve into the midline, out, and undercurve. And because it ends with an undercurve, it does connect. Watch again. Curve forward, pull back. Take your pencil off the page, go back to the top. Curve into the midline, out, and undercurve. This one's definitely better than the first one I made. Watch again. Curve forward, pull back. Lift your pencil off the page, curve in and out and undercurve. Curve forward, pull back. In, out, undercurve. Curve forward, pull back. Curve in, out, undercurve. Curve forward, pull back. In, out, and undercurve. That is your uppercase K, and I'll write a name and 2 places that start with an uppercase K. Curve forward, pull back. Curve in, out, undercurve. Here's the name, Ken. Here's Kentucky. And Kansas. And there you have your uppercase K. I think we're ready to do some practice on line paper. Now it's time to pay attention to the 4 keys of legibility, boys and girls. That's the size, the shape, the slant, and the spacing of letters. So I'm just going to make a few H's and then a few K's so you can see it on line paper. Let me zoom in for you here. Here's H. Curve forward, pull back, take your pen off the page, loop. That's what it looks like on line paper. Take your time. Curve forward, pull back, pen off the page, curve down, gets a loop and an undercurve. Okay, let's see. I think my first one's the best one. There's your uppercase H. Let me show you what uppercase K looks like on line paper. Curve forward, pull back, just like the H. You take your pen off the page, just like the H, and watch. It gets a curve in, curve out, undercurve. Curve in, curve out, undercurve. Curve in, curve out, undercurve. There's your uppercase K. I think I like this one the best. Boys and girls, remember, tracing the H's and K's on your printed handwriting paper will really, really help you in practicing. Let me show you some very common H and K mistakes. This is an H mistake that's very common. Watch out for this. This is a no-no. Curve forward, pull back, pencil off the page, watch, slant down, retrace your steps, then loop and undercurve. When you don't retrace your steps and go up the same way you came, you end up with a loop where it doesn't belong. So watch out for this no-no. And the biggest K mistake that I see is this one. Curve forward, pull back, curve in, and then undercurve. Instead, I'd like you to try curve forward, pull back, watch Mrs. D, curve into the midline, out, and then undercurve. You see the difference here? Be careful of that too. Okay, boys and girls, remember, practicing in the air with your finger really helps. Practicing with your fingertip on the surface you're working on really helps. And so does saying the strokes. But the best thing to do is to practice, practice, practice. Send us a picture of your handwriting progress. We love to see your cursive. See you next time.